Hi there, I'm just sitting in my van. I thought I'd do a video on what size water tank that you might need if you're doing mobile valeting or detailing, and you might not always have the possibility of using sort of mains water. So when I first started out, because I bought sort of a cheaper pressure washer, it basically had one setting, um, and I had at that point a 250 litre water tank, and it was going through it pretty quick. As time moved on, I got a Cransel K7, and as some of you may or may not be aware, you can actually adjust the pressure on it. So when I got the Cransel, I don't tend, and it also depends on how you sort of decide to clean vehicles, in the point of, are you going to use the pressure washer, quite high to, aid the cleaning. But for me, I basically use my pressure washer for rinsing. So I've got the pressure setting wound really low, and which allows me to have a smaller water tank. The water goes a lot longer. If I go out and do, say, 6 mini valets in a day, no issues. But if I had my previous pressure washer, I wouldn't be able to do that, because it would go through, the water really, really quickly. I might only be able to do 3. So my advice is, if you've got a pressure washer where you can't adjust the water flow, it's just like one setting, and you've got quite a few jobs, you're going to, or well booked in, or you're thinking along the lines of, you just started out and hopefully you'll get busier as time goes on, you're probably going to need a big water tank, I'd say. I've got a friend that does it. He has, because he's got his pressure washer quite high. He has a 400 litre water tank, so he goes through the water pretty quick. Where although I've got a 250 litre water tank, I very rarely fill it up. Most time it's sort of halfway. So it really depends on how you decide you're going to clean vehicles. If you're using a pressure washer purely to try and get as much muck off as you can, or if you're a little bit like me, where you do a lot of pre-wash stages and pretty much just use it for sort of rinsing process. But if you've got a pressure washer that's just got one setting, chances are you're going to go through, a fair bit of water. So you'd probably have to get the larger capacity water tank, I'd say. And then also depends on the size of your van as well, what you can actually, realistically get in there with all your other equipment and the weight it can carry. It's just something to think about. You'd be surprised at the things that you learn when you're just starting out. You do learn a lot of things along the journey, as I call it. The way what works well, what doesn't, what's better suited for yourself, how you do things. I hope this has somehow give you an insight into perhaps thinking about water tank sizes via pressure washers. Please give the video a thumbs up or a thumbs down, or leave a comment, and please consider subscribing to the channel. It would help loads. Have a great day. Thank you.